Holy Exodus, we are live. Welcome to the Chain Dogs podcast, where we talk about everything roller coasters, theme parks, all that sort of stuff. So thank you for joining us tonight. If you are listening to this on podcast form, we do this every Wednesday at 8 p.m. on our YouTube channel. 8 p.m. with an asterisk. It seems to change a lot. So a minute it's 8 p.m.
That's fair.
That's fair. Yeah, that is fair. But yeah, thank you for joining us. I can hear myself. We're playing somewhere. So thank you for joining us. So first off, shall we just talk about it? We're nominated twice in the clamshells. Hey!
Yeah. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Nominated us. Honestly, it means a lot because we're pretty new. This is our 16th episode. I had to check then. This is our 16th episode. And we've got 2 nominations, which is amazing. So yeah, like I'm over the moon. And also there's a few of us who have been nominated or come run us up. So first of all, I want to say a big congratulations to Joe, Theme Park.
Yes, Joe.
Nice one,
so much, guys.
Well
Honestly,
deserved.
guys, I'm absolutely blown away. I really am. To anybody that is watching that's voted for me, again, thank you so much. I mean, I'm very basic in what I do, but the fact that you guys enjoy it, amazing. So yeah, thank you. Thank you so much.
No,
mate,
it's
you deserve
100
it,
yes, deserved. You work so hard
massively
on it, and honestly, if you do this sort of stuff where you try and do a YouTube channel or whether it's a blog, once you do it, you know how much time and effort goes into it, even sometimes more than you actually think. So yeah, massive congratulations.
Thank you.
McCall isn't here this week because he's off gallivanting around Fantasia
Yeah,
not jealous, whatever.
Lucky bastard.
Living his best life, though.
Yeah.
He's that.
But massive congratulations because he's up for best social media photography, which I'm just so over the moon for it.
Does he know?
Very well deserved.
I don't think he knows yet. He's not been on Twitter for like hours, so I don't think he actually knows yet.
It's probably just like circuiting Taron or Fly, yeah.
Yeah, massively well deserved though. Some of the shots he takes are just phenomenal.
Yeah,
those slow-mo captures as well, and obviously like the exposure ones are just they really are perfect.
He's done so well.
Some of my favorites have been the icon photos he's done this year. No one had done that over here before. So, but correct me if I'm wrong, but I haven't personally seen anyone that I know do that kind of stuff with icon this year. So
no,
and he was showing me how to do it, and I was like, fail. It's not easy. It's not easy to do exposure shots.
But massive congrats when you see this, McCall. Big, well done. The worst thing about clamshells is you're voting people, everyone you know who's in it. So it's so tricky. Like, well done to Thrill Riders. Like, honestly, Thrill Riders, nothing else needs to say about him. He's, he changed the game with theme park photography for me anyway.
He truly has.
He really did with that. So like,
absolute legend.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's a lovely guy as well. Absolutely lovely.
Really
guy.
Down to earth. Really down to earth.
Yeah.
Chain Dogs co-host as well. Sometimes
he is. He absolutely is. So there we go. So let's just go for a quick rundown. So we've got best established channel. We've got Pleasure Beach, Jack Silkstone, Coaster Bart, big up Coaster Bart, big up Pleasure Beach Experience, and Jack. And honestly, and also the runners up. So Screw Loops, what a lad. Expedition Theme Park, Digital Dan. So yeah, like honestly, there's just so many good people on here that I just think are just worthy people to be. Anyone on here could win. So 100%. So
top Phil Tourists,
legends, shout out.
Absolutely.
Sam Costello.
Sam Costello. I mean,
the Sam Costello, yeah,
from YouTube.
The one from YouTube.
Who am I going to vote for in that category?
I don't know. Rita.
Bit of a hard choice there.
It can be.
I know this sounds bad, but I equally love these guys. Like, I get on with them so well. So that is it's harsh because you've got you can't vote for everyone, which is harsh.
Yeah,
vote for who you love at the end of the day. Vote for the one that you feel deserves it. That's all you can say.
Go on, top Phil Tourists, bring it home.
Park Insanity.
I'm just trying to make sure we can't go for every single one because we're only on for an hour tonight. But yeah, there's some really good. But obviously, the biggest one, has got to be best podcast, which is obviously the Chain Dogs, right? It's got to be.
It's got to be. It's like
about
an unwritten rule.
And best live content, the Chain Dogs.
Hey.
Let's do it.
Runners up Coaster Gen, look. That's because I've done more lives on here than I have on my own channel.
That's the thing, like you
you
pushed yourself out of that, mate.
Yeah. In a way I did, I've got some exciting things coming though, so don't think next year's gonna,
No, I'm looking forward to
That's awesome though. It's awesome that you're there.
Yeah,
you are
Digital
Dan.
there.
You're there.
Yeah, Digital
I am
Dan,
there. Yeah.
Yeah, there as well.
Hey, Lev,
How
you doing? Lev's in the chat.
You're just everywhere, mate.
I'm here, there, and everywhere.
So well done everyone who's nominated or the runners up. There will be no rap battle coming from me this year. Just putting it out there, it's not happening.
Oh.
So
I was looking forward to that.
Mate, I've not got the time. Like honestly,
that was brilliant last year. That was brilliant.
Yeah, that's the benefit of like having lockdown, weren't it? Not much.
Yeah.
Touch wood.
Touch wood. I mean, to be honest, I'm saying that I could very much change. Like next,
you could reopen Parksville theme park.
What have you done?
Yeah. I'll have a season ticket, please.
£10 season ticket.
As long as you sell curly fries. Speaking of which, they're going. Bye bye.
Oh, they are. So before we get onto
fries.
Thorpe Park, which everyone's talking about at the minute, let's just see who's in the chat. We got Bradley, we got Matt, we got George, we've got Lev.
Hey,
how you doing?
Hey.
We got Top for Tourists. I'm guessing Emma. It is Emma.
Yeah.
Because Cole's down there. How you all doing?
Everyone's getting a cheer.
Yeah, it's great.
Big shout out to everyone.
Yeah,
I love this time of year. Like all the community just comes together. It's really cool. I love it.
Because there's no distractions. There's no parks open, so there's no other distractions. This is all we've got.
This is no limits.
Yeah. Well, I'm not smart enough to be on that. So yeah, I'll just stick with this.
I don't know where to start.
I know. Yeah, same, mate. Same.
I wish I didn't.
So. Let's talk about this. We got Project Exodus, which is what everyone was saying was this poster and trailers is the rumors are true. Well, to be fair, I say the rumors are true. Everyone was saying every poster had something about it, and it's just that one. You know what I mean? It's that sort of thing where I saw people on Twitter saying my predictions before obviously we got all this information. It was my predictions for Thorpe New Coaster is RMC or some kind of hybrid. MACK being it. I'm like, just list every manufacturer. Of course, you're gonna get it right.
Apart from S&S, who's probably going to pick up the contract.
Yeah,
probably.
But me and Joe were talking about this, and we were saying like, do you think this is just poster alone? Is this giving us
Luca.
any? We are. Oh, thanks so much, mate. Thank you.
Cheers, very much, man.
And so me and Joe were talking and we're saying, do you think this has got any inclination of the theme? Maybe.
No.
Do you not think at all?
No, I don't think so. I don't even think there's probably been one, considering how like some of the concepts for Exodus it's hardly finished. I don't feel like they do have that kind of far into the future just yet. I think they're probably on the precipice of it, but they're not quite over it yet. But I think this was just obviously the project name for the project, like a secret weapon, like an SW. This is what they've chosen. You know,
quite a striking image, though, isn't it? I know it's because it was meant to be like a horror film based sort of thing, but it's the fact that X is like written like X No Way Out, and you know, it's I don't know if there's going to be potential there.
There's an unhappy face if you tilt your head as well.
I think personally, with the fact that he's rising into the sky, I think that's probably more hinting at more of the height. But it's like I said before, I could see a sci-fi theme for it. I do think that'd work. But as you said, obviously they've already got the swarm, so I don't know. Would they go down that route again? Perhaps
I don't know, some kind of superhero thing or something like that.
That could do.
Not far. If you take the Exodus sign off that and Super Spark Cinema, it looks like an Air advertisement.
It actually does, doesn't it? Very similar.
So I don't know. It doesn't really say anything to me, to be honest with you.
But then people were talking about.
Don't say Shutterstock on it, right?
on the main image, how you've got these people going up the lift hill.
yeah.
Kind of looks a bit like that.
That was an oversight. Just a bit.
But yeah, so these come out on Friday.
Yeah.
These images, these are obviously only interpretations. This is kind of what I really don't know what they're basing this on, whether this is what they would ideally like, or this has been a proposed layout. We honestly don't know. It's all guesses in the dark at the minute.
Yeah.
But obviously this is the that's the.
Oh, you've been busy with production this week.
This took me 20 minutes. We've got for those on the podcast listening, we're just looking at images of the overhead. You can actually go on the website, which I really like the fact that they've got this whole website on.
Great website. I will give them props for that. That's the best, the best new attraction proposal I've seen in a long time.
It's very transparent and it's got everything in there.
It's just a shame that like the coaster isn't completely finished off. There's things missing, but I think
but they don't know themselves in a minute, do they?
It's a concept. That's all. That's what I think people need to remember. It's just a concept. People are going.
It's a bloody cool concept, but like I said on Twitter, everyone kind of like jumped on me on Twitter a little bit. So I said it's cool, but it's not what I expected. But isn't that everyone's fucking fault?
I don't think it's what anybody expected. Personally,
no one expected that.
Very, very different.
Everybody expected different things, though. You know, this is just. It's good to have things what we don't expect.
I think most people expected like an out and back sort of style layout, and obviously this is very compact but very height driven
the
at the
supports
same time.
Aren't connected and stuff like that. Kind of, it just stands out to me a bit because, well into 3D modeling of tracks and all that kind of stuff. So it's like it just stands out. But other than that, it looks really impressive.
Yeah, because it is basically just for the locals, isn't it? Really, just to have an idea of what could be there. But I
reckon they could add another helix to it. But with a tip out like Velocicoaster after that turnaround, and then into that airtime hill to the brakes.
It's got a tip out of the station, hasn't it?
Yeah, but you need more because if you're gonna have a gimmick coaster, you need to have more tip outs.
I've never seen that before, though, right?
No, Untamed does it. It's quite an RMC thing. Yeah, Untamed does it.
This ride is a very RMC thing without being RMC.
Yeah,
which does make you question who's got the contract or who's going to get it, doesn't it? Because some of those elements are very RMC. That's all I'm saying. I'm still hopeful.
Yeah, every manufacturer have been inspired by RMC. Like every manufacturer.
That is very true.
Yeah,
you look at Intamin, everything.
The single rail coaster they've just constructed in Luna Park in Australia. That looks
really cool. Really,
it looks epic. Like I take everything back I said about the trains. They look really good.
Yeah,
like a Matchbox thing, but when you see it, actually see that ride in action from those shots, it looks incredibly cool.
They painted them up nice metallic, like really nice paint on the trains. Yeah, Dan.
Thanks, Dan. Cheers, mate.
You, Dan.
Well done.
Loving the new merch as well, man. Loving the new merch.
The new merch
Dan's got
from
new merch
Dan.
dropping on the 19th.
I love that video you made. That video is so good as well.
Yeah. All of the end screens to his videos recently have been based on his new merch thing. It's like a proper build up. It's been awesome. Yeah. I really enjoyed it.
Really cool. Really
enjoyed that.
Danielle, big up Danielle. She said the most novel thing I've heard all day is it Eck?
Is it Eck?
Is it Eck?
You get X and ducks in it, and that's all on.
X and ducks. X ducks.
Ecky fun.
Luke is saying if this layout is final, which is unlikely, I think it is a very unique coaster. Yeah, and this is what I want. Basically, we could have had a B&M Hyper, but it would have just been the same. It would have just been pretty much the same as everything. At least we're getting something that is going to take the world by storm. And like we said last week, they were promising a world class. This is world class, in my opinion, because it's so different. If
it's packaged right, the coaster itself just looks like it's half of steel curtain, which is a problem because that's quite an old ride now.
No, see, to me, it looks like a hybrid between steel curtain and Hyperion in a way. I think Intamin would be a very good choice of manufacturer for that.
It's going to be expensive though, mate. Like
they'd be expensive.
If they did a coaster like that, it'd be the double spine they'd have to use, I reckon.
That is very true. I think a lot of those elements would need that sort of extra support.
Yeah, for sure.
Without a shadow of a doubt.
The design that I did on No Limits and then put it out straight away, I did that in half an hour, by the way. It took me longer to render the video than it was to actually do it.
So have you got that on standby, mate? Can we have a look?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I did the second Immelman should be a dive loop, and it should invert the opposite direction off the turnaround. But I was just doing it off the concept art from what I could see at the time. But thanks to everyone who watched it and shared it around. Really appreciate that. If you're everyone that used it,
it's a fantastic POV, mate. You've done a really good job.
It's all right.
It's such a short amount of time. It was impressive, man.
Yeah, it's just I hope they do invert the last turnaround, because if it's off a splashdown to an inversion, that's going to be crazy.
It's going to be mad, isn't it?
You're going to have water everywhere, and all of a sudden you're just going to see this train just invert. Yeah. Like I said, guys, in the comments, before you all start, especially you No Limits 2 community, I know it's wrong, all right? There are better people who have done this. Jammy is one of them.
Yeah.
Watch his.
But you're not making it. You're not making it for that community. You're making it for the entire UK community, and they're not going to be that fussed. They just want to see an interpretation.
But honestly, when you break this down to what the G-forces were showing in No Limits and the speed, 87 miles an hour I got out of that first drop.
Shit,
and that's not even combined with the
mate. They'll be trimming the
compound and the compounds and everything that they use to change the friction on the coaster itself. So you're thinking they could definitely beat the big one's record. The big one's speed.
There'd be a lot of UK firsts if this went ahead as planned, wouldn't there? We obviously it'd be the fastest, it'd be the tallest. I think someone said the highest inversion as well. So obviously you got 3 right there. That would obviously be a UK.
That one, put that one on. Put Jammy's on.
Yeah,
Jammy's is excellent. That's why it's on my end screen. I was like, Jammy, I'm putting that on my end screen. You went, cheers.
It's going to be big though, right? It looks big.
It's going to be massive.
Like the size of the elements and stuff like that.
Whoever's ridden the big one in the chat, when you're up there, it's huge.
Oh, it's high.
And this is going to look massive at Thorpe Park, because everything is so small at Thorpe Park.
Yeah,
this is going to look huge.
Yeah, so crosses are going to look like little dwarfs next to it, aren't they? It's going to be mad.
Yeah,
Jammer's taking a bit longer.
I mean, I'll get. The only thing about it is, I know people are getting annoyed saying it is short, but it is if this is the layout, it is pretty short, and I don't think it's that much of an issue. But the UK needs to get over short coasters, man. In terms of like, why do we build such short? Like, when you put in, I know it's probably to do with cost. It is to do with cost, but this is going to be there for how long? Like,
exactly.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just
these people love
see
stealth,
how he did this inversion is spot on. And then this dive loop they're the only 2 bits I got wrong. So.
Aaron's off.
No, these people love stealth, and how long stealth? It's.
You've got a point, Aaron.
No, that's true.
Fair, I saw you tweet that out. You've got a point.
No, but it's different because stealth. That you expect it with that. Like
but it's
that's the type of coaster it is. But like if you look at Swarm, I love Swarm, but it is too short. Like it's too short. Like for what it is.
Okay, then. The same people love Revolution.
To be fair, though, it doesn't have to be a long coaster to be a good coaster, does it? I mean, I think that's
it doesn't. But nothing's ever been ruined by being longer. Do you know what I mean?
Icon, honestly, Icon.
But
I agree, Sean. I agree.
It's only 8:20.
This is the
it's how you use it.
Yeah, that is very true.
Yeah, but obviously, one of the biggest things for us is footprint and planning permission and stuff.
Yeah.
But they can fit. I mean, look at Smiler's footprint. Look how much they fit into that.
Yeah,
like it's insane. It's insane. Like how much they fit into that. It can be done.
It can be done.
It can, and I just wish we would make a bit.
Maybe we don't need to go higher and just use more innovative layouts and designs like Taron. Taron's not high at all.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like it's not, and
it's thrilling, isn't it?
It feels like a long coaster. I mean, Icon's a decent. At least Icon feels.
Icon's
like
a great length. I would queue 2 hours for Icon because of the length.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like I remember the first time I did it and thinking, "Shit, this is in the UK and this feels like so long." But
I don't know. A lot of people like the big one as well, isn't it? For that reason as well.
Yeah, I feel like you're getting your time worth when I could say money's worth, but your time's worth when you've queued up. When you go on something and to me it comes down to like Oblivion. I love Oblivion, and I'll every time I go to Towers, I'll go and do it. But if it's got like 20-minute queue, I'm like,
I won't do it. Nah, I'm the same.
I'm like, you know what I mean?
It's like,
I love it so much, but I'm like, I'm used to walking on it. I don't want to be.
I'm with you in that one,
Yeah,
because you wait longer. Well. You wait longer on the brake run than you do actually on the ride. So it's just...
brake run the ride.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think this is very exciting still, though. You know, from what
absolutely.
I've seen. And like we said before, I'd be happy with it. I'd personally be happy with anything. I think we all agree.
If that coaster doesn't get built at Thorpe, if that coaster gets built at Thorpe, I'm going to be very happy because it's a very unique design and it's a great engineering feat to do that over so much water as well, which is cool.
Absolutely.
And to take the record of the big one as well. I mean, you know what the big one drop feels like on the back. Imagine going over and then twisting at the bottom. Oh, mate, that drop's crazy. Insane. Whatever you do to that coaster layout, keep that drop. Please, Thorpe Park, keep that drop.
Extreme yeet drop.
Even if it's this layout, say if they make this, I mean they won't know, but say if they go directly with this layout, how could it not be the best coaster in the country? Like just with there'll be nothing like there'll be so many people who have never been used to a coaster like that. They've never ridden one like that before.
Yeah,
that's like US standard, is that right? US standard.
It is. It's very Six Flags though. Standard. Very. Unfortunately, it's not universal. It's not.
No, but for the UK, it's something completely brand new. It really is.
Yes, it is. It is. I was just. I don't know.
Yeah,
you wanted something Velocicoaster standard. Is that what you wanted, basically?
Yeah, everywhere.
Yeah.
That isn't an 8-hour flight.
Who doesn't like? Yeah, who doesn't?
I mean, I'd like that as well.
Yeah, if Thorpe Park cloned Velocicoaster, do you think everyone would be angry?
I think the Americans might, but I don't think the British would be.
Believe it or not, there will be a large proportion of people who would be angry because there's people who are angry at everything at the minute.
That's true. You had a hard day, Aaron.
Not me. I just want Rita. I just want Rita clones everywhere.
You've got them.
Let's never do that. Ever.
Don't put me in charge of all the roller coasters in the world. That's what we're saying.
No, you're not. You are not to touch the word secret weapon ever.
Aaron's very secret weapon.
VSW1.
I think all in all, though, with Thorpe's with this, I am pleasantly surprised. I mean, I was expecting a hyper. I wasn't expecting if it is going to be a MACK hyper, that's going to be so good. Like honestly, it's going to be so good. Yeah. And I mean, I saw that.
Yeah, you're right, Luca. Absolutely. People will be mad until they ride it, and then their opinions will change.
Exactly. Yeah, even when people see the first POV, we know people are going to moan, and then they'll go and ride it, and they'll be like, "Oh,
it's too slow." We can already hear the comments right now.
As long as it makes them happy to moan, that's fine.
Yeah,
it's part of being an enthusiast is moaning.
It is. Yeah, you like to have a bitch and a moan. Exactly. But do it when you're watching the changeouts in the comments.
That's what we want. Carl saying congrats to the lads here and anyone else in the chat that got nominated.
Absolutely.
Same to you, Carl. Well done.
Yeah,
Carl,
well done.
Nice one.
But yeah, I think, like I say, I was just surprised that it was going to be anything. The one thing I did not think it was going to. The one thing I was not expecting was it to be a MACK hyper. I know it's not confirmed, but because we know that they were talking about doing sound tests in Turkey, like it's gotta be like, why would they wouldn't be building like a B&M if they're testing the sounds off a MACK? Like that just wouldn't be happening. So,
yeah, the hypercoaster in Turkey that Chris always goes on about.
Yeah, that's just called hypercoaster, isn't it?
Yeah.
And so that's just blew my mind. So it's got to be that, really. I can't, unless anyone else can think of another.
I think because Icon did so well in the UK and it's so re-rideable, then this thing's just going to be nuts if it's a MACK. Seriously nuts. Yeah. And oh man, can you imagine the lighting package it's going to have if it is a MACK as well?
That'd be nice, man. That'd be very nice.
And spinny seats in 5 years' time.
Oh,
spinny seats on that drop. Wow.
I hope
taking all the records from Blackpool.
Oh my days. What nice theming, Luke.
Enzo Mark 2.
Yeah, it will have theming, Aaron. It'll have some sort of theming if they go with this layout. I think it was a very twin motion / SketchUp concept layout. But
it's just concept. Yeah, no, not to get on that. Yeah,
I think that if they do, I agree. The skyline from the dome would be freaking insane.
Monks walking everywhere.
I'd say like even though like Thorpe's obviously not my favourite park in the UK by far, but the skyline of it is something else when you come out of the dome. There's nothing else like, because at towers you can't. There's no skyline because that's part of the deal.
You can't see anything. That's the whole point.
Just trees.
I think Thorpe proper reminds me of like a Six Flags park, because obviously there's so much height within that park in terms of the rides, and you can see them kind of like all around you.
Yeah,
I mean,
I love seeing stealth on the way in and seeing the swarm, like when it's testing when you get there just a little bit later in the day. Oh man, so good,
beautiful.
Yeah. But yeah, I think it will be with seatbelts probably.
Fuck's sake.
It probably will be. But yeah, I think that's about everything. I mean, obviously, there's so much information out there. We could do a whole episode on it because the website is so in depth.
And I'm sure we'll get Mikhail's thoughts next week as well.
Yeah. He'll want to go really into it, won't he? As well as him talking about his trip as well. But
Mikhail's adventures.
Continue.
Part 6.
Part 12
in the last week. We're not jealous or anything. We don't want to go this way.
No, not jealous at all.
I'm very jealous.
Insanely
I want to be
jealous.
at Pontage Land right now.
Likewise.
Yeah, so next up in the Chain Dogs short special
from Pete's house.
From Pete's house.
Remember, it's not the size what counts.
Luke went to... Can we stop this? I watched Coaster Bots his video before this, and even he has a similar joke in it. So it's funny.
Oh, Harry, come on, get original, Harry.
I think I'm the only one here who's watched that video, and you're the ones making the joke, which is making me laugh. So Luke recently went to Alton Towers to check out Alton Towers Christmas and Lightopia. So what did you think, mate? What did you make of it?
Absolutely blew me away. We went late. We actually purchased the wrong ticket, so we didn't end up doing the rides. But we only had 2 hours to kill. So I'll just go through it. You come in, the Lightopia sign on the front is just spectacular. All Christmas trees. There's hundreds of them, thousands of them. And I headed straight into Towers Trading, and got myself a sweet little T-shirt, as well as some posters for setup again. So that's cool. Then we went into the market, saw the local traders there as well. I got 3 bars of fudge from market, which was really cool.
We got some of that fudge.
Yeah. Which one did you have? Do you remember which one you had?
I didn't actually have any fudge, but we got like them as Christmas presents. I know Joe got some fudge. I don't know what she got, but she said it was really nice.
Yeah, we got bubblegum, strawberry, and cookie dough, and the strawberry one was beautiful. So nice. So if you're still going, is it still on?
Yeah, till the 2nd of January.
All right, cool. Right, yeah. So go and get some fudge. It's really good. And then I finally had the Yorkshire pudding wrap, which was amazing. It was so nice.
They're always so good. Yorkshire.
Yeah, but the star of the show was the walkthrough, the Lightopia walkthrough. It was absolutely incredible the way they utilized all the spaces, the way where they put the lanterns, how they created the experiences, the different types of experiences. It's not just looking at one light. For example, there on the video, you show you walking through like arches of lights and stuff as well. Freaky Five, that was cool. I love that bit. I popped so hard for that bit when I said, I was like, no way, it's Freaky Five.
Well, Patch wasn't there though. Patch was not there, which was sad.
Oh shit! Oh,
I don't know what happened to him.
Wow, maybe he ran off in the haunted hollow. Maybe he's back at home.
Like vanished off into the woods.
Yeah,
is in that house.
But it was. I couldn't believe the length of it. It took 1 hour and 45 minutes to walk around.
Wow. Yeah,
which is insane. Obviously, taking photos
took us nearly 3.5 hours to film it.
Wow!
And that was,
I can imagine.
That was. I mean, we went back as well to get more. So
yeah, I can imagine, man. It was
so much there.
And they need to bring back the water fountain on the lake for the firework displays to tell the stories. They really do.
Be cool.
Yeah, that would be
cool. Because the projections now are so much better than they were. So much better. because the Lightopia show, I watched it about 10 times. I was blown away by it.
The only issue with it is, obviously, I've been there quite a lot doing the filming and stuff, is that it's very weather dependent. So even more so than fireworks, it's like if the wind's going the wrong way, you can't do it.
I wonder if they could shield it in some way. I don't know.
The problem is with it, I think, is the fact that obviously it ruins the show a little bit, but I think they could get away with doing the projections. It's not as vivid, but it was hitting the bridge, so it was like freezing it. So it was freezing all the water, so it's just getting like they couldn't. Yeah, it was.
I see what you mean. So it was okay, that makes sense.
But it's so impressive.
But the lighting behind it, though, like you had all the spotlights going off as well around the towers. That looked really cool.
That was cool.
I was unfortunate to not be able to get into Woodcutters because we didn't have a ride ticket, which I thought was a bit silly.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because
you can't go up that end, can you?
No, but I mean, at the end of the day, that's an Alton Towers food restaurant that's not getting custom. They're kind of doing themselves out of business. You can walk around the park in February half term, and if a ride's closed, the ride's closed. You can still walk around the areas.
Yeah.
And when I was there, it was empty as well.
Yeah,
it was probably the exit out of Lightopia that was stopping people from going down there.
I think the problem is like I don't think they could do it unless they had some kind of wristband. Like how would they
do have wristbands?
No, but like
if you went into rides, you have to have the wristband to go into the areas with the rides.
Did you? I didn't even see.
Yes, you did. Yeah, you had to have a wristband because that's what we were told, and we saw people
to get through the gate.
A wristband, a wristband. So because you can go through the Mutiny Bay one, and you go through the one next to CBeebies land.
You go through the one next to CBeebies to get you up to Hex and that.
Yeah. So obviously, but I wanted to try the festive stuff at Woodcutters, but couldn't do.
Well, then they've got the stage on all the shows and stuff's meant to be for the festive day out. You're meant to be paying extra for that. That's the idea, isn't it? It's not.
Yeah, well, I mean, so it was all included, but I mustn't have read it properly. My fault.
Because it was £20 for the entire ticket, isn't it?
That's what I paid.
And so how come you didn't get it then?
Because it said on our tickets
£31 for everything. It's £31 for Lightopia and first day out.
No, at the start it wasn't, Aaron. It was £20, and that's when I booked it. But it came through as tickets on my passes on the app and through the order number.
Aaron, you're right. You are right.
Because there's two separate tickets. There's a Lightopia ticket and then a rides ticket, isn't there?
And that's what people were getting confused about, because when you bought the Lightopia ticket, it was £20, but it was like saying Christmas market, which is free. So I didn't understand that. It was free, but it was saying Christmas plus Lightopia. So I think people were buying that ticket thinking that was like everything, but then Festive Day Out was like its own thing. So
I believe if you bought, it was £20, and if you bought that with the Festive Day Out, it knocked it down to like 16 or something. It became £31 for the both.
Yeah,
so you got it cheaper.
Yeah, it was between 4 people. That's £74.
Yeah, so it's expensive, dude.
So I'm not going to pay £74 to go and ride Hex and try.
I would. I'd pay that to ride Hex on my own.
I mean, people were saying this, and so, like it made me laugh because it is expensive for the ride selection, but it's not for us. It's for families to go do CBeebies, because whole of CBeebies is open in Walliams World.
Yeah. That's why we didn't end up paying for it. So
so I can understand people like us not wanting to pay that much, because it is quite a lot. But
I do want to say a massive shout out to all the musicians performing in the rain, in the snow, in the frost, in the wind. Like amazing on the bandstand. They're absolutely phenomenal. The saxophone player, the one that I saw, was amazing, so good. I was having hot chocolates and just stood around the marshmallow fires. Listening to it was amazing. It was so good. Honestly, I highly recommend it. Even if you haven't got a family and you haven't got kids, just go. It's a magical Christmas experience. It really is.
And if you're on your own,
the trees, the decorations, the walkthrough, Lightopia. When you turn that corner at Wickerman, that place is transformed.
Yeah,
massively.
I think they've. Because the other thing, what we've got to remember as well is like this is the first year they've done anything like this.
I know. I'm excited for that. That's why I'm excited, Sean.
So yeah, if you see the difference between Oktoberfest last year and Oktoberfest this year, how much?
Yeah, it's a prime example of that, isn't it?
Yeah,
like how it went from Pioneer to what it was this year was like a massive difference.
It was a massive step up. So I'm hoping that they'll, because like even Carl said, it's like he got confused with the ticketing options, so that they'll be listening to things like that, and then maybe they'll even consider like giving
annual
pass holders a bit of a discount, like more of a. I don't think that we need to get it free because it is a Christmas add-on, but like I think it needs to be a significant discount for pass holders because if they turn it into an event that it's going to eventually be. But I don't know, because then it's like Lightopia they're a different company. They're a company that come in. So if they've made enough money this year, maybe they'll just be like, okay, well, this is a winning strategy.
Another thing, Sean, what's going on with the waterfalls? Because the waterfalls have scaffolding and loads of covering over them, and you could see the waterfalls. Obviously, they've had to clear some of the area behind the waterfalls, the Lightopia lanterns, so you could see the bricks behind that you would never have seen unless you was there on construction day or like the year or two after. You would never have seen the waterfalls before like that. So I think do you reckon it's because they've cleared so much, they've realised, oh, actually, we can probably do these up and get them going again because we can get to them now.
Maybe.
You know? It's cost them money to do it.
So
why not?
When I was before they opened Lightopia, I was going up. They had all the scaffolding up where they was putting like some of their big ones, set pieces, you know, like where the dragons are and stuff.
Yeah, really.
And I was like, so normally you could never get up one of these walls, but I was like going up the ladders filming, and I could see so much of like down there, and I was like, it was very interesting to see what was going on around there. But I don't know what's going on. At first, I just saw scaffolding, but something's going on.
Definitely.
They've been testing.
It's a massive cover.
Carl said they've been testing them apparently. So
there you go.
Sweet.
That'd be so good if they come back. That'd be so good.
To be fair, as long as it's not masks, I'll be happy because they need a big improvement from that.
I thought you loved the masks, Joe.
That's stage one.
Highlight the ride, yeah.
The masks might have a bit behind the water.
They're going to have a massive pineapple set piece, I think.
What?
Just like pineapples all the way down.
On the duck back as well.
I want to shrine to Rita. That's what I want. But it's the event itself. I think it's phenomenal. The ticketing was a bit confusing, but I loved it. I'm going back on Monday, and I've booked the 2nd of January as well.
I think
epic.
I think that ticket for Lightopia, I'd pay that. I think it's so worth it. Like for what? Like for how long it is? For how much? You could just tell how much work's gone into it.
100%. Yeah.
Nemesis Donuts is open as well. We got them. So.
We got loads of fries. We got loads of fries from the food place by them. They're so good.
Nice.
I love that laser show in there for Forbidden Valley.
It's so good. So clever.
Yeah. I like the misty tunnel. That was awesome. Yeah, I love that bit. That was great.
I think one of my favorite set pieces was the one by the cottage, the Halloween stuff. Like it was, they were playing the Trick or Treat Town music with it.
It's very telling me that your favorite bit wasn't the angel wings.
No, it wasn't.
Oh my god! Has anyone seen There's a graffiti artist called. Well, he's not a graffiti artist. He's an artist around here called Foca Wolf.
Not a clue, mate. From Rochdale, from Birmingham.
No, but
his
art gets like viral all the time because it's made to look like actual advertisements. But they're just, if you read them, but like there was this one angel thing. I need to show this. It's so funny. He did this. I don't think I'm going to find it now. But,
you can't find it now.
Oh no!
I say you can't leave us all hanging.
I'll find it. I'll try and find it.
I love the angel wings, by the way.
I've got it.
It was a nice use of space there. It was. Yeah.
Fill up some space.
So he put this in Digbeth, so people could have like photos of it and stuff.
Oh, nice!
That's really nice.
Yeah.
But if you actually look what they are.
Oh yeah.
God. What?
I thought we weren't talking about this anymore.
So there's all these Instagrammers having photos with that, and I didn't realise. Like,
that's hilarious. That is genius. Well done.
That was brilliant. So yeah.
But I've got a lot of his art. Trolling. Not like proper. It does really nice art though, not just like that type of stuff. But he even did this one. This is what we come up with a while ago, but they actually did this.
Craig's theme park. That's quality. Sausage roller coaster.
Sausage roller coaster. Yeah. That's what I want.
Oh,
that's what we go for. But like you guys say, like Lightopia blew me away. Like in terms, I never thought it was going to be to that scale. Nah. Like it just keeps going on because you get to the end of Haunted Hollow, and you're like, okay, we're going to come out now, aren't we? And then you loop back round, and you through gardens, and it's you
go through that gate, which is you don't usually get to walk down that path either. It's usually closed off.
Yeah.
So one of the things that I thought was really genius, and it was very subtle, but it was there, was the storytelling. So they had bubbles on the entrance into Lightopia. They had loads of bubble machines and stuff. They had a few dotted around, but they were also selling these lights that look like bubbles on sticks with lights inside them.
So those bubble machines were working then.
And it was a whole kind of story-driven thing. Like all these kids are holding these bubbles around while bubbles are going off, and you didn't even realize. Yeah. And I realized it like when I was in there. I was like, that is genius, because all the parents were buying the kids these bubbles. Got bubbles going off, so you had loads of different things going on. So they were partaking in Lightopia. It's clever.
Awesome.
That's so cool.
That's awesome. Yeah. There was no bubble machines when I was there. Or there was
nothing well, you're going twice now, so you might get them. Take your own little pop bubbles.
Maybe.
They keep adding to it. They actually do keep adding to the walkthrough, because the first weekend I went there changed dramatically from the next week I went there. Just because there was things not ready and stuff, or they just because they do it in so many different places. They're like, it's the first year I've done it, so we'll see how it goes, and they'll see what needs to be added here, there, and stuff.
How the hell are they powering it all?
Magic of the towers, mate.
They'll be running. They'll just be running. They'll be electric, because obviously it's not like the same as like powering just massive lights.
Yeah, but it's like there was no generators I could remember.
Maybe they're going from all the rides probably, because the rides probably don't need.
Imagine the cable run they've got on that. That must be insane.
Yeah,
it's a lot. I mean, I was there when they were just testing all the lights and running it all, and a lot of the lanterns are like made in like crafted, because they're like proper good, obviously, aren't they?
Oh yeah, they're amazing.
They're all from, a lot of them are from China, so they're like made an order and stuff, and the people from China were there like testing the lights out and stuff, as well as the Lightopia team, who are like based up north, I think, maybe. So they work in conjunction with each other, but it's like a proper, there was a massive team behind Lightopia, like an army of people. It's mad, like the amount of people that are there. So it's just it's a proper operation, and I'm just glad people love it so much, because when I was going around it for the first time, it was blowing me away, and I was just like, I hope it's not going to be one of them things where everyone's like moaning about it, because I was like, this is like insane, like the amount of effort to have that at Towers as well is so cool.
Yeah,
like, it's another level.
Got better and better and better as you went round. I was just gobsmacked. I was going round. I thought it was phenomenal.
So one of the funniest ones for me, one of the sets, was in the Katanga Canyon sign with the two polar bears and the penguins.
Yeah.
But because the waterfalls, one comes down that way and one comes down the other side of the pond, they kind of rock backwards and forwards, and it looks really cool. It looks like they're trying not to fall off. It looks great.
That's cool.
It was so cool.
No,
but it was one of my favorite events that I've ever attended at Alton Towers. Like,
that's a lot to say, then, isn't it? Really
massive.
Like, I think they've just got it set up so nice. I love the Christmas market. I love that little setup they've got on the lawns, where like it just feels really nice with all them little huts that you can go sit in.
Yeah,
and there's just like so much to it. And when you think about all the
again, though, world class.
Yeah, the musicians are
really good.
A lot of them play from Oktoberfest as well. Some of the musicians, but
do you think you can see the market section of it getting extended?
Maybe
not
if
this
it's
year,
popular enough. Yeah. Maybe I don't know, because it's getting busier. Like as we're getting close to Christmas, you know, it's getting busier and busier. Yeah. So maybe
we went on a Saturday night. We got there about 3:30. Yeah. So it was going dark pretty much when we got there, but it was it didn't seem to get any busier throughout the night.
No.
And it's a Saturday, so I don't know.
Really?
Yeah,
I can remember the market the market area was absolutely rammed when I was there. I
think I queued up about 5 minutes.
The rest of it
was putting wrap.
No, but
the hotels are like fully booked out, so I know that they're busy from that standpoint. But is it drawing people into the park who aren't just staying there?
I think it's drawing a lot of locals. But I was fortunate enough to be able to get there in a car because Dave VTO took us, which was really awesome. So thanks, Dave. And we went there by car. And if I drove, I would 100% next year. If this is on, I'm going. Like it's so good.
I'm gonna if it's on next year again, I'm definitely.
Joe, have you been yet?
I haven't been able to get down, unfortunately. I've had far too much.
You need to take Theo. You need to take Theo.
It's until January 2nd. I do intend on getting there, so it will happen.
If you honestly, please do. I'm telling you, it's amazing. You'll love it.
No, Theo absolutely love it. It really will. So
don't bother doing the rides. Just do Lightopia.
To be fair, that'd be enough though with Theo, because I mean, he wouldn't really be massively bothered for the rides. If he's got all of that to look at, it would absolutely be. Like you say, he'd be blown away by it. So. I do.
If I'd seen that as a kid, I would be like so inspired.
Yeah, absolutely,
absolutely, man. Yeah,
I do think it's impressive though that the amount of rides they have open. The fact that you got all of Mutiny Bay, you've got CBBS, you've got Williams, you've got Hex, you've got Spinball Wizard.
Carl do it.
I think it's good that they've got so much like open. Like
I think so, and with
next year.
The entertainment as well. So
next year, how would they do it though? Because if we wanted to have more rides open, it'd be very hard with Lightopia Trail there, wouldn't it?
X-Sector, perhaps.
Yeah, you could.
Maybe.
You can run Smiler in the cold. You can run Oblivion in the cold. B&M and you got Slough. You can run them. But 2 steel coasters.
Rita would go.
Ridiculous queues.
Well, but Spinball would, wouldn't it, if it was packed out for the Christmas markets and it was the only ride open?
Well, it's never got that much of a queue.
I think
I went in
Spinball. I think that's exactly. So you don't go on it usually. No. So I think if Smiler and Oblivion was open, it'd be more like the February half-term attendance where you have offering, but with something else for families. And then obviously at night, everyone's going to be walking around Lightopia because that's what it's about.
Sea Life's open as well. You could open the dungeons.
Didn't have a chance to do. No, Sea Life's only open if you do the rides.
Yeah, if you do the ride section, you can get in the Sea Life. Yeah. But it's worth doing it. You got Sea Life, you got loads of rides, you got like the shows on the stage as well.
I'm gutted. That's probably the thing I'm most gutted about getting the ticket wrong was that I didn't get to do Woodcutters and I didn't get to watch the show at the top. In Falcon Square.
It was great shows, to be honest.
I bet it was, because I enjoyed the Scarefest stuff was good as well. So
cool. All right. Well, I think we're coming up to the end of the show. Like I say, guys, that was it's going to be a short one just because we've all got stuff to crack on with. It's a very busy one. But next week we'll have McCall back, won't we? I think we will.
Yes,
will indeed.
I think so. Unless he's in
who knows?
Space.
Yeah, we'll see. So we'll have a big episode next week. We'll all be back. Really looking forward to that as well. So thanks again for everyone for joining us. If you haven't already, please give the video a like. It really does help us. And also vote for the Chain Dogs in the Clamshell Awards. Go and do that. Make sure you do.
Please do.
So has anyone else got anything to add?
So I've currently got a giveaway running over on TPI. So I've basically teamed up with a local creator who's also a very good friend of mine. Makes personalised laser engraved handmade gifts. The guy's created some limited edition TPI pens. I know it's only something small, but at the end of the day, there's only 20 made. and I'm giving away 10 completely free of charge. So if you do want to be in with a chance of doing that and winning that, you can do so via Twitter by basically liking and retweeting, or via our Facebook page over at Theme Park Insanity by liking and sharing the post. And you have up until the 24th of December to do it, and then we'll reveal the winners in our big return TPI live show on Christmas Eve. So there we go.
Nice. All I'm going to say is stick by the Virtual Tower's social media. That's all I'm going to say.
All I'm going to say is
will.
Port Ventura vlog might be up next week. So
there it is. Yes.
Finally getting around to doing some editing.
Nice.
So when you
my second vlog, I was saying my second vlog's now up as well. It's Hyde Park Winter Wonderland. So
yes, we're checking it out after.
Go subscribe to Just Aaron.
Yes, go
on
do
YouTube.
that. And next year, Aaron, you might even get into clamshells. There we go. Get another winner. Yeah,
absolutely.
I'm sure it will, mate. Good, entertaining vlogs. I like them.
Yeah.
Thank you. Cheers.
All right. Thank you for everyone for watching. We'll see you next week. Take it easy. Bye-bye.
Bye.